Okay, so here we are. We have a leaky hydraulic lift cylinder here that we're getting ready to try to replace. It's on a 2000 Mercury 250. What we bought is a spanner wrench. Right now we're getting ready to see what size will fit around these cylinders here. We've raised the motor all the way up and put the lock in. We got our handy dandy repair kit that we purchased. It supposedly has all the seals in it. There's the part number. There's Ronnie fitting the spanner wrench. Ari, can you get the big screen? Oh, we can't get in the cabin. Is it out?
I can climb through the window.
Try all the keys in the lock.
John, I know where it is. It's right there.
Listen careful. Did you try all them black keys?
Oh, wait, there's one more black key.
So supposedly, once you pull this cap off, we've done hit it with PB Blaster for a while.
This ain't gonna work until we get this thing.
Alright, we're gonna hit stop, take two, and regroup. Okay, so what we did was we ran the motor all the way down. Then the three of us lifted it up and put the lock in. Then we took our spanner wrench, as you can tell, and loosened the dust cap. So now we got fluid leaking out. Looks like there's some water in it, but if fluid can leak out, water can leak in. So we're letting that drain down, let the pressure off before we continue. So this is what it looks like once you pop the dust cap off. There's the dust cap. You can see the O-ring on the outside. So that O-ring gets replaced. That's not the one that causes the leaking though. Inside that dust cap, if you look inside there, let's see here, there's another seal. You got the upper and inner seal right there. So there's four of them according to the breakout. So there's three, one, two, and then three on the dust cap. So there's a fourth one down here in the bottom.
All right, go get me that light out of it.
Now we got to put something on there and pull the cylinder out.
Wipe your hands.
And you got to be very careful not to nick the cylinder, because any nicks in that will destroy the seals on the way out. So there should be some play in it where you can wiggle it back and forth. But we're probably going to have to find some rubber or something to put around there with a pair of vice grips to pull it out. And number 4 seal should be inside there. Alright, so I managed to wiggle it free. Ronnie's going to pull it out the rest of the way. So there you go. And there's your other seal. Some motors that we were looking at online has a Teflon, but we just have a big O-ring on the Mercury. And I verified that with the breakout from the spec sheet. So there you got the empty cylinder. Yeah, I know, look at our poor motor. It's got to be pulled off and replaced and repainted or something like that. There's your empty cylinder.
Close that.
So here's that first seal coming off. This is supposedly O-ring number U, or letter U, not number. So that's off. So now we got to find it in our little handy dandy kit once again.
Oh, no, we're going to take these others off. I don't know if we got what we need.
That cap's supposed to pop off there. Alright, turn the TV off.
Yeah, that should feed that off.
Alright, so here we go. There's the seal coming out. That one particular one was metal, and then you got all that gunk inside of there that's going to have to be cleaned out. All that salt and nastiness. So that's your dust cover. That really isn't a pressure seal per se, from my understanding. So
it's a dust cap.
It's just a dust cap. It doesn't hold a lot of the pressure. But inside there's another seal.
It's another seal right there.
So there's another seal in there that comes out.
You put that up. I need it.
He's gonna get this other seal out. I'm gonna put it on pause. There's the inner seal inside the dust cap. It just pulls out. We just hooked it and grabbed it out.
Now we're gonna close off that and go clean this up good.
Yep. Be back in a minute.
So much for this.
I don't know either. So we've cleaned the dust, the cap. There it goes to the floor. Hello. Alright, so what we've done, there's your old parts. Old dust cap, old inner ring, outer ring, and secondary. So here's our new pieces. The breakout that comes with it shows you all of the correct places to go. U, O, I, and T. So we got that. Once again, there's the part number. I don't remember where I got this from, but I'll put a link in when I post it. So now we just put everything back in reverse. We'll use a little transmission fluid to season the rings. Don't know if that's necessary, but we're going to do it. Careful, you get an aluminum sliver in your finger, you don't know it.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and put the phone on pause and get the light back out for him. We'll show you after we put everything back in. Look closely. Hold that back up. See that seal there? We just finally got it in. That was a little tough, but you got to kind of fold it and roll it inside there to get it inside the groove. That's the main seal that leaks.
Now we'll go put the dust seal on.
So now we're going to lube that up with some transmission fluid and put the dust cap back on. We may need to get a socket that fits perfectly over the top of the head of that and a hammer and tap it in. So I'm going to go get that right now. So I went and got me a 5/8 socket set and put the extension on it so it fits perfectly around the dust seal.
The dust seal, the flat end, you see you got a grooved in, and the flat end goes in.
So you want the flat side down, grooves out.
Grooves out, then you tap it in.
So I got a hammer.
You got the socket.
And the socket's right there. I've already put an extension on it, and that fits right there to the outside edge. And tap it in flush. We got a little cockeyed there. Make sure she's flat all the way across. And there's your dust seal.
Get it flush all the way around.
So you can see the new seal on the inside, the new dust cap.
Flush all the way around.
This is what you call the Poor Boys Fishing Mechanic School.
Now we got one seal left.
So now you got the big seal that we've already put on the bottom. As you can see, we kind of skipped that on the video. It just fits right on there. And it's blue in color to notify it's on the inside of the fluid. So now we got the one seal that goes around the outside edge of the dust cap. Probably the easiest one of them all next to the cylinder. Just rolls around there. And that's your complete assembly and replacement parts for the ram.
Looking pretty.
And I guess we'll come back to you when we're outside with the boat again. Hey, assembly time. Take that and slide it back in there. We've cleaned that cylinder out pretty good. We lubed it up with a little transmission fluid to slide it in.
You might need to put that up a minute. You gotta slide it in. You got more oomph than I did.
You need help, Papa?
I'm drawing a vacuum, it looks like. It's going in. Make guess that new seal's working. You can hear it sloshing. So, cylinder's back in. Now all the seals that are replaced, you put your cap back on.
And that is almost done reassembling. So
Don't slice your finger on that aluminum.
one this.
Alright. Now you'll need the spanner wrench.
Now we're gonna grab our spanner wrench.
Where is the spanner wrench?
Which is right here. Didn't know if I showed that to y'all earlier. We ordered it from AutoZone or wherever. It was $100 and some for the kit.
And then you can turn it off all the way through.
And we're gonna screw that back in and be back with you after we're done. So here we are. She is perfectly in place now.
Pull that screw back on.
You'll know when she's tight. It won't go no more. You don't have to fight it or anything. She just bottoms out and she's tight all the way.
Pull that screw out for me.
So now we're just gonna pull the fill screw here, and then we're gonna fill her full of fluid.